So today is Sunday, May 16th, 2021, the day I graduated high school, finally, and I will be leaving in 1 week. I will be in Omaha a week from today, and then a week from tomorrow I will actually be on a plane shipping out to San Antonio, Texas for my basic training. I'm Gage Huston, and I will be a signals intelligence analyst in the United States Space Force. So I will be a signals intelligence analyst, which means I will be exploiting information by using satellites and computers and other forms of technology to find out information about the enemy and how to use that to our advantage. So when I was little, I loved Steve Jobs, everything about him, everything about Apple. I would wake up early before school, watch YouTube videos about it, watch the 2-hour-long keynote, and ever since then I fell in love with technology. And then Elon Musk really started coming out with some really big things. He became pretty interesting to me, so I started researching him. The more I researched, the more interesting he became to me, and he's been a huge inspiration. And I was originally going to the Air Force. I had heard of the Space Force before I actually started joining the Air Force. By the time I wanted to go to the military, I was too young to join. And so I was interested in it. I was curious, but there really wasn't any information about it yet. It was brand new. And so I was certainly very curious about it, but it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe in 5 years it'll become more of a thing. But by the time I was starting the process of joining the Air Force, the Space Force was being signed into law December 20th of 2019. And it was still very new, so we didn't really know what was going on. I talked to my recruiter January 11th of 2020 about the Air Force, so it was still very, very new when I was actually joining. But then by March, they had started kind of some recruiting and started talking about what jobs there would be in the Space Force. The more real it became, I talked to my recruiter and we found out that it might have been a better fit for me and started looking into it, and I got moved over into it. So I don't think college is for everyone. I know for sure it wasn't for me. I disagree with a lot of things about college, and especially for me, where I don't know exactly what I would have wanted to do in college, and I didn't really think I wanted to go get neck deep in debt just to try to find out what I wanted to do. So I thought the military would give me a lot of great life experience. I would learn a ton, get some good work experience, meet a lot of people, and then even if I want to go to college after, I still can, and the military would help me pay for that. And then if I wanted to continue in the military after, then I would be an officer. So my recruiter initially told me I was the first person in Nebraska to have a full Space Force contract, and then we later found out that there might have been someone else. I'm not sure when that person is leaving or if they were first, but first or second, it doesn't really matter. I know they just graduated their first full flight yesterday or 2 days ago, so it's still very new. I mean, I'm leaving in 1 week, so I'll be one of the very first classes still. I'm excited for the adventure. Everything about it is new. There's a lot of unknown, and I think that'll be really exciting. I think it'll be kind of the leading forefront of the battlefield. It's a new type of warfare where we're using more technology and information to help us than just boots on the ground. There's a lot of unknown no matter what you're doing after high school, but with it being a brand new branch, really nobody knows what's going on, especially me. And so that's kind of nerve-wracking at times. It can kind of make you anxious, but just as nervous as I am about the unknown, I'm also more excited about it. So after the Space Force, my recruiter has talked to me that one of the 3-letter agencies might be trying to recruit me out of it, such as the FBI or the CIA, and I think that would be really cool, working with them, getting to deal with a lot of top secret information and getting to do some stuff here in the US. But I'd also really love to go work for someone like Elon Musk. I really believe in a lot of the stuff he's doing. I think his aspirations are huge. There's so much he's trying to do, and I really believe in it. But I don't know what it'll be exactly. I might even stay in the Space Force if I really love it, or I might go to college, and who knows what after that. Yeah, I would love to go to space. It's always been my dream to at least go to low Earth orbit, which is like the International Space Station. But I'd love to go even further than that, such as the moon, or possibly even Mars, help colonize Mars. I think that'd be super cool. It's a one-way trip, but you know, when you're an explorer, you do have to take those risks. and that's something I'd be willing to do in a heartbeat. I'm trying to keep minimal expectations. I think that's how you can get let down quite often, but I'm very hopeful about it. I hope I get to meet a lot of really cool people, make some connections, get some lifelong friends out of it, life experiences. Hope I get to travel the world possibly, if not the world, at least hopefully the country. At 30 days, it started getting pretty real that I was actually going to be leaving soon. 15 days, it really started to sink in, and these last few days I have here, it's just hitting me more and more every day that, my time left here is really short, and I'm going to be moving on to a bigger adventure.